Good morning, good afternoon, or good night, wherever you are tuning in from. This is the 100th episode of the BS Buddies podcast. I am your host, Joe. That is your host, Ian. Today we're going to just read comments that we've had as a special. Ian, it's backwards for the viewers. There we go.
This is a very bad. Man, it's a good thing I'm not.
11,100. Perfect.
Episode 1100. That's perfect, man. It's a really good thing I'm not in a gang because I would not be able to do the gang signs at all, dude. At all. Maybe I have to do the pinky? Nope. I'm not.
Anyways,
I'm gonna
ignore the gang signs. I think a couple weeks from when we're posting this, I asked people to post some comments, questions that we could read. And I figured we'd just read all the comments we had previously as well. Because there's some on YouTube that Ian and I have already replied to. Because I'm sure we'll get it. We'll delve into those. Don't worry.
It's just too much fun. You know what I mean? It's just too much fun.
So we're going to start on TikTok since we don't have as many comments on there. And then we'll switch to YouTube. So our TikTok comments. Thank you, by the way, for supporting. And all of these links should be in the description and on our channel page. But got a couple questions. The first one is, who's your favorite person ever and why is it me? My best friend Saki.
Oh, yes, clearly. Yes, obviously we already know. Well, Joe, I think you're better at liberty to answer that question than I am, but we'll let you give it a go first.
So I guess in a serious manner, why you're my favorite is because we've been best friends since we were 5, and by the time this comes out, I'll be 27, so 22-year friendship. And just one of the wackiest people, but also one of the most thoughtful and caring people that I know. Like, going through one of the roughest patches of my life a few years back, leaned on him pretty heavy, and I mean, he's always been a best friend to me, and I know I can count on him, and he's actually going to be my best man next year for the wedding.
He gave me seaweed one time in elementary school. That was pretty cool, I thought. You know, because it's kind of hard to get seaweed when you're in a landlocked state. But, I mean, we have lakeweed, but it's not the same. You know, he gave me seaweed one time. That was pretty cool. Thanks, Saki. Appreciate you, boo. Hope you're having fun out there. Hope you see this. Hope you like it. Joe's answer was better. Mine was on the spot.
Yeah, yours was also honest. From my fiance, what inspires you guys to create content? Ian, you take this first.
I got to take the lead on this one?
Yeah, I took the lead on the first one.
All right, that's fair. Hang on. I'm just making sure my camera's not going to fall.
Here, let me get nice and close.
Yeah, let me zoom in real quick. My camera's going to fall because all my tape is letting go. I would say what inspires me to make content is, I don't know. I'm a goober. I'm a idiot in general, and I just have a lot of fun creating stuff that's entertaining for the sake of creating it. You know what I mean? Like doing things like this show, or you know, even my YouTube videos that I take 4 months to edit and release at an insanely inconsistent rate. It's just, I don't know, it's fun because I think of, like, you know, in 50, 60 years from now, regardless of whether or not it goes famous or it gets buried in the annals of time, it's going to be something fun to look back on, to be like, oh yeah, I remember when we recorded that. Oh, you remember when we did this? I remember when we talked about that. And you know, the moments where we'll put our face in our hands and go, oh my God, why did I say that? And so on and so forth.
Out of pocket things that we've ever said.
Yeah, so I think it's just fun to do because it's a little treasure trove archive of things that we'll get to see in the future and look back on fondly.
For me, I think it's just I love building something from scratch and connecting and just saying, re- pressing the record button and saying, here's what I love to do. I want to show you it, and I hope you guys enjoy it. That's kind of the whole premise of why I started doing YouTube to begin with, and this is a very different avenue than what I used to do. I mean, going from gaming to just talking and
To this.
podcasting. But for me, just building something up, and I've said this in multiple videos, I think that this will become a lot bigger. I mean, compared to our first videos, as I adjust my microphone quick,
Don't mind the rumbles in the background.
when Ian and I first started making content together, we got 31 episodes uploaded, and we're already at 100, which just blows my mind. Ian's told me how much he doesn't like when I tell him the episode count because it just blows our mind that we've made it this far.
I've got a firm theory that as long as I don't pay attention to what number we're on, we can go forever. The minute you start telling me what number we're on, then I'm going, oh my God, we've made it this far. Like, oh, we really got to focus on, okay, what kind of content are we putting out? How are we developing? No, that's way too much thought to put into that. This is the BS buddies, man. We BS our way through this. If I don't know what number we're on, surely I can't predict where the content will go from here.
I don't. Yeah, I don't think we've had a meeting about how we want to really build and grow the podcast in about 7 months.
We haven't had our profit margin, annual yearly investors meeting. Clearly, we need to talk about the stocks and their performance and how are we looking on our marketing brand, our marketing department. I think it's probably a good time to bring all the big suits in so we can all sit down and have a real good head-to-head session and figure all that stuff out. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? This guy gets it. He's a man. All right.
Going deeper into that, as Ian says that, right now, and I'm gonna say this is all I have asked of Ian. Like, Ian just shows up, and I take care of the rest. So I like all the suits. It's like that. Right as of right now, that's just me.
All the suits is just
The
Joe in
marketing.
varying colors of degrees. Well, to be fair, you're a lot better at all that than I am because I don't have things that I think are cool. Other people do not think are cool. All right. Like Steven Tyler says in Walk This Way, I'm wearing out the things that nobody wears.
Like
I think that's
suits.
in Walk This Way. Yeah, like zoot suits. Dude, that's cool. Oh, you can't bring up that. That's cool. It's cool.
We'll talk about fashion in another episode. Next one. This is from our cartoon mashup short when Ian mixed Johnny Bravo in the Teen Titans universe.
Oh, no.
Wes M commented Teen Titans couldn't handle Johnny Bravo. He'd get the HQs taken with a pile of lawsuits. So I ended up responding, and I said something about like him and Raven, like Johnny Bravo, like saying too many things to Raven, and Wes, what a guy or gal, commented, yeah, she ain't got time for none of his misogyny. Knock him straight up to the Me Too movement.
Oh, poor Johnny Bravo. Johnny Bravo got Me Too'd. Oh, no. Oh, no. Johnny Bravo's canceled. He's in the gutter. He's in the trash. He's gone. We'll never see him again. It's done. It's over with. I do appreciate the fact, though, yeah, Johnny Bravo would have let's be honest. Johnny Bravo, he's got game, right? Like he doesn't always win, right? We've seen he gets his ass handed to him plenty of times. And what does he do? He just says, all right, little mama, I'm moving on to the next one. Forget you. I ain't staying here forever. And he's gone just like that. You can't say the man ain't out here making moves. He could probably take on a lot of the main villains. Then he could rizz them up. To use the new generation slang, he could rizz them up. He could have everything taken care of in like 2 episodes, and then the Teen Titans wouldn't know what to do.
The next comment, we got a couple. I posted a short about us hitting 69 subscribers, and someone said next milestone is 420. Going back to the cartoon mashup, Unisomnia commented to you, Ian, saying that the voices being spot on is wild. You went hard in that.
I do a lot of voices. I do. I appreciate that. I I feel like I've just always done it. I've had a knack for that. Like like when I'm trying to tell a story, and like you'll notice I'm very animated with my hands. My arms always got to be doing something because I don't know what it is. It's like when I'm trying to tell a story to people, and I'm trying to affect the feeling of like, imagine that you were there in that scenario. I got to add sound effects, I got to recreate voices, and I don't know why I do these things. Like, it's very subconscious. There's been a lot of times where people have been like, "Oh, dude, I love the voices that you do." And I'm like, "I do voices?" Yeah, I do kind of do voices. I guess it's kind of odd how I just pull them out of nowhere. And some of them are good, and some of them I'm like, "Oh god, no, that sounded terrible. I don't want to do that one
I
again."
also want you guys to know you don't get the full effect unless you're in person with Ian, because Discord sometimes cuts out his sound effects, which is unfortunate. But like like you said, but you get your full body into it when you're fully immersed in a story and something I love. Just like you go hard, and it makes it so much better.
It's so bad. I need people to understand the story, man. Like I can't there's a lot going on. There's a lot of emotion. There's a lot of raw details that I can't always project in words alone. I can't just sit here and tell you a story about how Lewis and Clark managed to make their way across an uncharted. No, man, it was Lewis and Clark, dude. They were rowing their way across the states. Nobody had charted this land before, and they saw like bears and they shot muskets at them, and it just made them mad, dude. Like I don't know what to do, man. I gotta get that emotion in there. I don't know. It's just something I've always done, and I can't stop myself. It's too far gone at this point. It's a condition, really.
From Brandon Champeau, OUX French, he commented, "Dexter is an infant," on our Dexter Jimmy Neutron mashup. I don't know what to go off of from that, but I appreciate it.
Dexter might be an infinite, but he's a brainiac infant that can create amalgamations beyond your wildest imagination. So I think in that sense, I don't even remember what the context was for putting them two
I
together outside of they're both smart characters. But like, I'm sorry, if like a 2-year-old walked up to me and was like, "Didi, get out of my room. I need to test this machine." I'd be like, "Oh, who is this small, angry, possibly French, maybe German young child who is yelling at me? And why is he speaking to me in a full grown voice?" Just
so
me.
so I don't know what short this is from, but this is from Dog on a Car.
Dog in a car.
If you
Short,
want
sweet, to the point.
if you want dark, it's Tears of Sad Living Oak Trees.
Wait, what?
I
If you want dark,
hold on.
it's
It's from the short is when you posed like make a misleading product out of maple syrup. That's the comment. I don't know what to go off of. Don't know.
if it's dark.
If
If the
you
maple
want
syrup,
dark, it's Tears of Sad Living. Oh,
it's
okay, I understand. Like if you want to go a dark route, maple syrup is Tears of Sad Living Oak Tree. Okay, that makes more sense. That makes okay. I'm glad I double checked what video that was from. Thank you, Dog on a Car.
I was going to be very lost in the sauce if we didn't have the context behind that one. I'm just going to be honest with you.
From Not My Real Name. From the what video is this? Talk to aliens or light speed travel. Which one would you want? And he commented, "Mathematics might be the most easily translated language." I don't know. I don't know.
Talk to aliens. Oh boy, how far down were we in shorts for this one?
This was uploaded on July 10th.
Holy schmolies. I gotta go down.
By the way, we post a short once a day. Unless
Dude,
I
like,
get really far behind and take a break for a day.
talk to aliens or light speed travel. Wow, that's very, very loud in my headset.
I can hear it.
I'm gonna turn that way down. I'm gonna say
Um,
sorry for that one.
But while you research, I'm gonna read the last one from TikTok from my buddy J-Man, yelling at me, and he said, "I know you ain't dissing Gravedigger on my timeline when we talked about bringing Gravedigger to medieval Holland."
That's my man right there. I'm telling you, Gravedigger in medieval Holland right there. Hey, I know my homies got my back over here. Thank you. My main man, Gravedigger, needs some backup, needs some support, needs some love. I bet you a Blue Thunder kind of guy. Look at you, Blue Thunder. I don't know where I was going with that. It's
With
still
the
a monster truck,
off-brand-
I swear.
I thought you were talking about like the off-brand Red Bull.
Blue Thunder. What? Is that a drink that I'm unaware of?
The misleading product you made, Liquid Ice, is actually a product, so I had to change the name on the title to Liquid Icy.
That's right. It is actually. My brother uses that in his Chuck Norris's. I can't believe I forgot about that.
I don't know if you wanted to respond to the mathematics comments. Otherwise, I'm gonna move on to YouTube comments, which we got a lot more.
I am. It says mathematics is the easy. Oh, okay. Because the question posed was, do you think we will achieve faster than light travel, or what was it? Speak to aliens
Talk
first?
to aliens.
Something like that. And he says mathematics is the most easily translated. You know, I'm not quite sure the direction he was going with that comment, but to me, that feels like aliens are talking to us and they give us faster than light travel. Although, to be fair, mathematics as we know it might be completely different from how aliens know it. You got to think different language, different planet, different atmosphere, different physics, different galaxy, different rules of nature. Their mathematics might be totally different than ours. You know what I mean? Same absolute set of rules, just in a different format. If that makes sense.
I do want to say it as well. Reading those comments, it's like thinking of our brand and being more just wacky, zany ideas that we just talk about. Then reading the comments and being like, what are they talking about? It's like, that's got to be the people who just click on our videos and then click off how they feel.
They're just like, oh yes, clearly two idiots who don't know what they're talking about. Let me give them my input.
Oh no, I'm not talking about them. We'll get to them. those guys belong on YouTube that take our content too seriously.
Oh yeah, that's always fun.
This is by a definite bot because they commented on 2 different podcast episodes, like back to back, very quickly, and
maybe
it's user JP60X8NN50. They said need a second part for our funny names video, which we listed off of probably 100 funny names. I don't know if that's really part 2 material. And then in the NFL video, they did like the party favor emoji. I still appreciate it. I'll take comments, but I don't know what to go off of that. Pretty sure it's a bot.
I wonder how in the world these bots like actually function. Like, I know this is a bit of a sidetrack question, but like, you know, the concept of, to me, programming essentially an artificial intelligence that just goes around and takes like, here's the general consensus of what happened in this video. Leave a comment underneath there. It just
scrolling down a little bit more, they commented on one of our episodes from about a month ago with a party favor emoji, and that was it.
They really like that party favor emoji. That was the only one that the creator of the bot put into its input thing. Just party favor. Hand out party favors wherever you go. That dead internet theory is looking more and more realistic every day. You know what I'm saying?
Someone commented funny in rock of Oshween 840. I don't know what video this is from though, but I appreciate it. It's a short with you in the thumbnail. This I think is also from our. Yeah, this is from our maple syrup one. We got a comment on YouTube about it. All caps from Kylie Grace 4718. What about baby oil?
What about baby oil? Oh my god, the implications.
Maple syrup baby oil? You know?
It's okay. Baby oil is made. I can't even go through with that.
Okay, we're gonna move on.
I can't even make that joke.
Cartoon Revive said a month ago, before we even posted the cartoon mashups, I think, said, "Keep going, guys," with a heart.
Oh, thanks. Heart to you too. Heart. Does this look like a heart? Kind of doesn't. Kind of looks like a really messed up looking thing. There, something like that.
So, got a few from my fiance as well. I won't read all of them, but we were talking. I think this was misleading products, and I think I brought up Sharp's spoons, my misleading product, and she said I own one. It's called the Grapefruit Spoon. Life-changing cutlery.
Boy, imagine you mistook that for a soup spoon. This soup is sharp. I beg your pardon. The soup. It's sharp. Ow! Let me see that spoon. Give me that. And you just look at it. You take the spoon away from their hand, you look at it, and it's just a knife.
She commented on one of our random items on desk, Bing Bing, so I said Bing Bong. And then on my personal account, I sometimes comment just for fun.
Bing Bong.
And I had said, I love bringing stupidity wherever I go. And my fiance said, makes the world go around.
It really does. It really does.
And then, good old Chips and Dip, a.k.a. Ian, commented, what a handsome fella.
I remember that. Yeah, that was on the one where I think I was left alone in front of the camera because you had to go do something.
And then I said, and an amazing fashion sense.
Clearly, I have all the best fashion sense as I wear my work shirts for like I'd say a solid 75% of the video.
Deity of Filth said, hell yeah, to me shooting a gun for the first time in 10 years.
Yeah, I think I remember seeing that one. That one was really good.
I don't... I was just going to read the next one, but...
I was just going to say, we actually recently took that rifle out to the range. I think I told you that, but I don't know if I said it in a video. We actually recently went out to the range with that rifle in that video just to see if the iron sight zeroing aperture was accurate and worked. And we went out to the 500 meter line and set her to 500 meters. Bing! Hit steel. So, hey, it's accurate. For the most part. I mean, a little Kentucky windage in there, but I'll take what I can get.
The next one, I don't know what short this is again, but my fiance said, I'm not okay, with 3 exclamation points. And so I responded, same though. I don't remember the premise.
Oh no, I'm having a life crisis. Quick, leave a comment on YouTube. Just...
This is from our episode about what success means to us, and my mom commented, success in life has nothing to do with wealth or fame. Do you make a difference in the lives of others by your love and kindness? Which I really liked.
Aww.
I mean, all in all, that's all that matters.
Hi, Mom. We are. What's the one quote I saw that was something along the lines of, We are mosaics and reflections of all of those we surround ourselves with in life. Or, I'm paraphrasing, but it was something to that same effect, and I just feel like that fits wonderfully right there.
So we got a couple comments on would you rather be the best musician or best singer?
Nice.
And by I'll be back 780 commented, is singing not music? So I responded and I said, we're talking to being a great musician versus a great singer. Would you rather play an instrument better than anyone else or sing better than anyone else? And then I said both are music, but kind of looking too far into the question. Just would you rather play an instrument the best or would you rather sing the best?
Is singing not music? I appreciate the philosophical conundrums that you have proposed upon us here. However, I think in the sense of our question, we're just looking at plucking a string versus, shattering glass with your voice. But I like where your head's at. Good thinker. Got your thinking cap on.
Then
Appreciate that. Keep it on.
Owen Jagger commented lol on the same video.
LOL. What? I'm trying to think of a stupid acronym that fits for LOL. Live olives loud. What do olives have to do with this? Huh? I can't think of anything that fits LOL other than laugh out loud. Not that dumb. I mean sometimes, but not today.
So, explore the ocean or space. Van Tamias 5538 commented the definition of insanity is ... And that was it.
Doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results.
Yep. that's what I commented. I put quotations and said Albert Einstein.
It's insanity unless you're writing it down. Then it's science. Come on now, bud. We're doing science. Doesn't matter that I've thrown the ball at the wall as fast as and hard as I possibly could for the last 30 times and it's hit me in the forehead. It might do something different this time. And that's why we're writing it down for science.
The next one is from Dream Car, and I talk about owning a Tesla. Some people weren't very happy with my answer. I got a paragraph.
Oh no.
Okay.
Oh no.
Joseph Haas 9452. When I said a Tesla Model Y because it's good for the environment, which apparently I'm wrong, but I looked it up and honestly, it doesn't seem like it really matters, but I don't agree with one part of this. Here's what he commented. If you care about the environment, you're not buying an electric vehicle. You understand how big of a carbon footprint is made just from pulling the lithium out of the earth? The batteries cross the ocean like 3 times before they even get sent to the factory. If you truly care about the environment, just drive a diesel pickup with a DPF. But there's more.
But wait, there's more.
COX myth. I just didn't want to say that. If you think electric is better for the environment, you need to audit your source of information. With that said, Teslas are dope.
With that said, Teslas are dope. I mean,
yeah. So I did end up looking it up because I asked my roommate who knows a lot about vehicles, and he was saying that normal vehicles are better overall as well. But then you hear electric vehicles are. So I'm like, okay, let me do a little bit of research. Like, something's not adding up. One's got to be better than the other. But it's not really. It just kind of depends what part of the environment you want to ruin. Like, yeah, the lithium from the batteries obviously takes a lot of work, and that. It's like, so for electric vehicles, it's like you're taking the environmental toll immediately For gas vehicles, you're doing it over a period of time, is basically what I've kind of learned. So it's like, do you want to take the hit up front with a lot, or just casually
Would you
throughout the car's life?
would you like me to cut your arm off now, or just do one saw a day for the next 25 years?
Yes,
Like,
that's basically what the internet was telling me.
I think, and there's definitely, and I know there's a lot of heated ideas on both sides, and right now I think combustion engines are still, in terms of like power and reliability, combustion engines are still on top. And I mean, even if you want to go the environmental route, I think they're still ever so slightly better because lithium ions and blah blah blah. However, I don't think that electric is completely unviable. I just think our technology might have to advance like another century or so. Just give it like another century, and then we'll try again. You know, something in that line of the whatever. I'm not particularly mechanically savvy or scientifically savvy, so I can't for certain say one way or the other. I just know I will stick with combustion engines for right now because I like having the torque to pull stuff behind it.
And then from Myth, I also like where he's like calling me out in a sense, and then, but also saying Teslas are cool. And then I
But
said,
Tesla,
I responded, we always go in with zero information, just hit record and BS. Which a lot
Yep.
of these upcoming comments are gonna be just like taking us too literally. Then the tired pirate commented to me and said, "Ammonia better."
ammonia better.
I don't know how to respond. Next one. Do you say pop or soda? Was the short. And someone said energy drink. And I said, that's acceptable.
No, no, not at all. I would accept high fructose corn syrup drink before I would accept energy drink. Energy drink is a very specific type of drink. Like, okay, not so specific that it's like specifically one brand, but you know what I mean. When you say energy drink, I'm thinking like Bang, Rockstar, C4, Celsius. That's what I think of. If you said, "Hey, man, here's an energy drink," and you hand me a Coca-Cola, we will be having words. We will be having words
think-
about what it means.
I
A
mean-
soft drink. I would accept soft drink before I accept that.
I don't think he's saying that it's an energy drink. So just settle down. Settle down.
No, no.
Okay, here. This one you can get upset about then. I think someone was giving me a little bit of sass. That last one was from Mestango. And this one is from Daniel J274. I thought it was soda pop, so you can call it either? I don't know if it was confusion or sass, but I responded. For us,
I appreciate
at least
the inner.
I said, for us, at least around where we live, no one calls it soda pop. It's one or the other, which causes debate around here, so figured we'd talk about it and see if we had differing opinions, which we did not.
I always call it soda pop. You can say one or the other. We just revolutionized that poor soul's life. You mean I can just pick one? I don't have to say both? Yeah, man, you can say whatever you like. It's pretty cool, right?
Starts calling it Coke.
I have so many things I need to go try.
Real nonsense words, my fiance responded with, I like bubble.
I like
For
bubble.
a nonsense word. Bubble.
Bubble. Buble.
Got a lot more from my fiance. Syrup soda. She said, that's the title. That's when we were making our restaurant.
Oh.
And she said, she gave a throwing up emoji, and I said, enjoy your syrup. And then we talked about the restaurant interior, and she said, tinfoil hats, keeping them scary aliens away. Because I added I think that was me who added tinfoil to the table.
I don't even remember. I still like the fact that the waiter comes out with a sample of each item, and as you pick it, he just sets it on the table and goes.
That was probably my favorite episode to record because we just went balls to the wall wacky. It was supposed to have one fatal flaw, and the entire thing was bad.
It had one. It had several fatal flaws. In fact, the whole restaurant was the fatal flaw.
And then when we set our list of favorite cartoons, Debbie, my fiance, said hers was Danny Phantom.
He's a phantom.
Wait, is this the one? Okay, we're about to get into the ones where we
Into Goofy Land.
So if someone comments in a way that is just so wild to me, I will screenshot it and send it to Ian, and he will personally respond. We're just about there to where we both sent the same dude a paragraph. But
so much fun.
0 to 100 real quick. This will set us up for the next comments. I said on my personal account, nothing like going from electric guitars to atomic bombs in one whole episode. Ian knows where we're going.
That was a fun one too.
This one was titled "The Worst Thing to Bring Back in Time," and in the video, Ian said,
I was gonna go.
Hold on. I know we had other comments.
They didn't get removed by YouTube, did they?
I don't think so. Maybe I accidentally. I know I didn't delete it, but we could talk about it because I mean I can go back in our texts and read it
and find it. Yeah.
But this, for context, in the video, Ian was gonna bring an AK back to medieval China, but that wasn't enough. So he said an atomic bomb eventually. And
I was gonna find the fella who invented gunpowder and just be like, your little invention, and slowly draw back the curtain, leads to that. And it's not my trash can. Just picture a fireball in the background from like an atomic bomb. You know what I mean? Not my trash can.
I'm also
your gunpowder leads to my trash can. And yeah, this poor fellow was rather unhappy that I suggested that atomic bombs were made out of gunpowder.
Which I'm trying to find the comment because I'm pretty sure I screenshotted it and sent it to you. Hopefully I can find it.
Oh, you absolutely did. He was rather unhappy, and I remember I responded to him in a bit of a cheeky way because he was like, atomic bombs aren't made out of gunpowder. And I was like, no, everybody knows that it was just a whole bunch of TNT packed into a metal shell, Looney Tunes style, clearly.
I definitely have some other ones that might have gotten removed that I sent you. But yeah, so what Ian was saying, someone commented and was basically calling Ian stupid, saying that, because I think you said something about gunpowder, but then we're talking about the bomb, and he didn't understand.
I didn't clarify because in the video I said something along the lines of that eventually leads to that, and then I was like, well, that isn't necessarily that, because I was trying to say that the bombs are made out of uranium.
Because you were trying to explain it to a medieval Chinese man. That's why, and the dude didn't understand that.
Medieval Chinese man ain't gonna know what uranium is. He's just going to think I'm saying nonsense words and whack me over the head. I mean, he'd probably think I'm saying nonsense word anyway because I wasn't speaking Chinese or, whatever.
I think I sent it over Snapchat and it might be gone forever.
Oh, man.
I don't see it in our text, but...
Lost to the void. What a shame. Maybe that poor soul realized weeks or months later that he was incalculably wrong, and he just felt so much shame that he went and he deleted his comment. Probably didn't happen, but it's nice to think.
Okay. But the dude that said an AK, I just laughed at it because he literally watched 5 seconds of the 1 minute short and just assumed that's what it was.
AK. Yeah, man. AK.
Yeah, sure.
It's okay, AK.
Yeah, I was going to say something else to that, but I cannot remember.
Oh, it's fun. My favorite are the comments like that when people get like way too into it. It's like, I'm like, homie, I don't think you can't expect me to put out logical sense that coherently means something in a worded sentence.
And then we did. I did a thank you for 50 subscribers, and we got Rising Up with 2 flames comment and a keep it up comment, which we really appreciate.
We have, in fact, kept it up.
This
Camera.
one. This one summarizes someone new just trying to check us out and is so confused as to what
As
going
what's
on.
happening.
This is when we were bringing chips back to the Middle Ages. This dude said, Brian Siliberto 8523. Why are chips making people insane? WTF is this guy talking about?
And then didn't I comment something stupid
So-
like Dorters make you go loco?
Yes. After I commented explaining it, but then I commented back to yours saying taco in a bag went hard in the 1200s.
Hey man, dude, the whole inspiration for that in my mind was that one stupid Tumblr post that was like, one single Doritos nacho cheese has more nacho cheese flavor than a medieval peasant would have ever tasted in their whole life. That was the whole inspiration I had for going with that. Everything else was just dumb.
Also,
man.
I don't know if it's in here or if it's gone by now, but I'm screenshot that I sent you. Someone said, because I post our quotes as well, because sometimes they're really enjoyable and people like quotes of the day. Ian said a quote that was like he saw it on a COD death screen, but it was from someone, and someone got upset. I have it on my phone. It's Fat Daddy's son is who said this. Saying that quotes from the COD death screen is like saying Goku's from Fortnite. And
But I mean,
hold on. Guitar of Time replied to that, saying, so an incorrect assumption that jerks like you turn into a bigger deal than it is? I like that guy's comment. It's like, dude.
Oh man. I mean, hey, to be fair,
Sorry, I forgot this continues. The
no.
original person that said that replied saying horse, penis, and balls. After I explained to him the content,
Dude.
and I replied with classy.
Dude, trolls are like something else, man. They have like their own entire communication. That's what's it called when you study words? Etymology, something like that. It needs to be studied because like online trolls never fail to make me laugh. Although to be fair, I posed this question to the original guy who said that Goku is from Fortnite. Was I incorrect in saying that the quote was on the Call of Duty death screen? It might not have come from Call of Duty, but it was therefore in Call of Duty.
Yeah,
that is where I experienced it.
I double checked, and you legit say, I saw this on a COD death screen. You didn't say it's from COD. Also, going through our messages, there was another dude who needs to settle down. I don't know what video this is from. Jamal Gaming. There oils in peanuts, therefore there's oil in peanut brother. Maybe we should fact check this guy next time. And I responded, no facts, just BS.
I remember that. God, well, I mean, I remember that video was talking about what were we talking about the peanut butter for? It was like combining the peanut butter with something, and I was like, I don't know.
It was from our disease episode.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
that was a cure, and you were, I don't know, something.
something about peanut butter and oils, and I was like, I don't know, man. I don't know what's in peanut butter.
Yeah,
Like,
you
maybe
also
we
said that right after, and someone got mad.
Re- I can't get over the Reese's peanut brother cup.
Peanut brother.
Because that one makes me think of this really stupid meme. There's a lot of dumb memes that live in my head because I remember the dumbest things for no reason. And it's like, oh, a drunken mind speaks a sober heart. Me, super drunk at 3 a.m. Reese's penis brother cups. Every time I see Reese's peanut brother, I think of that and I laugh. And it's stupid because it shouldn't, but I do.
From the medieval Doritos episode, the short, God X Milkman said, I would bring a Wendy's Baconator and each flavor Frosty and watch them explode.
You give a select few people schizophrenia. I had this frosted, creamy drink. It tasted like strawberries. It was amazing. Okay, Bob, let's just put you in the stone hut with no door. Don't worry about it. Come on, there you go. Walk right in. Quick, close it up before he gets out. Like, oh man, I applaud you. I like the way you think, sir.
From the Most Bland Superpower short, Trax111 says, you can fart and have no smell. And Grix Machine 5817 says, summoning paper will be very important when you go to toilet without toilet paper.
Yeah, but we never specified what kind of paper. So, I mean, you could be like paper, and then you get a stack of construction paper, and now you're just left with your sad mischoice of wiping yourself with essentially 80 ply. Or I should say 80 grit.
There were more comments. I forgot how many there were on this. Vapor
You ever had chafed cheeks before?
Stop. Vapor Coon. So if you're leaning on a wall, this is you can teleport one foot to the left. This is all from that. So if you're leaning on a wall and you teleport left, you violently fuse into it, like Gmod with more blood and screaming.
your leg gets caught and your foot on the other side is just flinging every direction, and you're on the other side going, oh my god, my foot is stuck. I mean, we'll see.
I think I responded. We could add that there's no pain if you fuse into something. Waiting a full day to unfuse yourself to something is painful enough.
I was either that, or it'd be even funnier to be like, oh, sorry, the collision effects aren't worked out real well. So if you teleport through a wall and you collide, the wall just spits you out at Mach speed on the other side.
Jerisa Sparrow commented, why was this so funny? On the same video.
I don't know. You laughed at it. You tell me. I wasn't there to laugh for you. I can't do that. I'm not that good.
From the full episode, we come up with bad superpowers. The first one, we made 2. You can always perfectly... Oh, this is when I did... Like, you can plug something in perfectly every single time, and you never have to guess. You can always perfectly plug something in, but there's a 20% chance it backfires. You will be entirely unable to plug it in regardless of how many times you rotate it. The effect is canceled by attempting to plug something else in, which allows you to retry the original plug, which I really liked. Because my idea was, like, I didn't want to electrocute someone, but I didn't know what the drawback would be. But from Darth Z01, that was a really good idea.
That's pretty good. I liked it. Can you imagine figuring that out, how frustrating that would be? Like if you didn't know you had that power and you're sitting there going, like a USB. You're like, come on, this doesn't make any sense. Okay, why won't it plug in? You look at it and you're just like, I don't understand what is happening. Dude, I'd be going insane. That's at the moment where, you call like your mom or your girlfriend or whoever it is, and can you come plug this in for me? And then they walk over. How hard was that? And then you're, oh my god. That's what that I can see that leading to that. That'd be so frustrating to go through that discovery process.
I'm gonna skip some of these comments just because we have so many, and I want to try and get to the end. Two awful superpower ideas. Short. When your homie everybody thinks is gay is talking to a dude, then dude lie he's getting sweaty from psychotic breakdown. I don't know.
What? Hey man, the idea you had.
Oh, I found the Jamal Gaming comment. It's still up.
Nice.
Not to interrupt. Oh, this is gonna be These are great. How many younger yous could you defeat? So, for context, we did a video on if a 12-year-old version of you spawned every 30 seconds, how many could you take down? And people really like this. Karma8430 with a paragraph said, at 12, I was a loser. Nowadays, I am trained in 4 forms of martial arts and work out for fun. 12-year-old me. Probably about 5'7" loser, calculated with average rate of growth per year based on 18-year-old height. 22-year-old me. 6'4" with over 200 pounds of muscle mass according to my WISE scale. I know it's not always perfectly precise and extensive training. I would simply fight until I fell asleep. Even my 18-year-old self couldn't keep up with my modern self. And even though I still have a ways to go, I am proud of how far I've come, which I thought was really cool.
Appreciate the math that people have put into this. Apparently, punching your younger self in the face is a very popular concept with a lot of people.
Short Bus Rejects said 3 weeks worth. And then Belail said you don't have to kill them. Quote, so I can though. Proceeds to reenact the Jedi Temple on clones of myself.
What way to do? Perish. Just start swinging.
Zero Cool 42 said, I've got 100 pounds and about a foot of reach on little homies. At least 10 getting smoked.
At least 10 of them are getting smoked.
Bodeka, or Bodeki, maybe 12 to 15, and that's a big damn maybe.
Estimate?
COX Brawl says, so many. I used to be so pathetic. Artemis said, a lot of them if were in 6th grade me. Which is, yes. Mello said, this a win-win. Get to fight 12-year-old and not go to jail. Sign me up. I'm going for speed runs. Is there a limit on the rounds?
Oh,
I said,
man.
no limit. Keep on fighting.
Like I said,
Strong. There's more. Strong Alien said, my 12-year-old version is 6 foot and obese.
Oh. Oh, man.
T-Mart. Dude, 12-year-old me was a beast. I lifted all the living room furniture into the house myself. I don't want that fight.
What kind of 12-year-old were you that you were hauling? Like, full couches? Yeah. Dude, I struggle with couches today. Not like horribly, but, you know, them things are heavy. What kind of 12-year-old? Dude, you'd be a scary 12-year-old.
Sorry, not sorry. Imagine being a bystander to this. You just see some guy who keeps randomly beating the crap out of 12-year-olds that surprisingly look like him.
Oh, is this your son? No. I'm going to need you to step back. This could get ugly.
I forgot how many comments we got. Percussive Maintenance said 12-year-old me was 5'3" and made of dough. Now me is 6'3", 200, and would Sparta kick at least 20 little me's before I got tired. And I asked, would you say the Sparta line every time? And they said I would be legally obligated to. It's in the charter. I think I would say it less and less enthusiasm every time, though.
Can you imagine by the time he gets to like number 20, this is Sparta. Whoosh, this is Sparta. Whoosh, this is Sparta. Whoosh, you're just bored with it, just saying the line just to say it.
Dells and Kale, 12-year-old me is kicking my ass. Chuck Ironsight, pretty sure I was 160 to 180 at 12, so maybe 20. Terminally Chill says, how much prep time do I get? If Batman needs it, so do I. Darth
You
Cross.
get 10 minutes to stretch.
I mean, you get 30 seconds. Oh, wait, never mind. Sorry, I'm just so lost in these. Darth Cross said all of them. Nathan Plunkett said, I'm 43 now, but 12-year-old me was a beast. I wouldn't want to face even one of me. Red Dead Webhead, a lot. I was small at 12. Sad to say, one 12-year-old me would win. 12-year-old me was flipping rabid. I doubt I could defeat too many. Oh my goodness.
I'm happy that a lot of you have had personal growth to where you can take on your 12-year-old selves. The select few of you who believe that your 12-year-old self could take you out, what were you like as a 12-year-old, man? That's got to be like, you look like Stewie from Family Guy when he's doing roids. Like, you're like the anime 12-year-olds when they're like, oh yeah, look at that guy, he's a middle schooler, and it cuts over and it's just like, just a dude who's just built like a brick shithouse, and you're like, that man, that's a grown man, that's a full adult, that is not a child.
Someone said I could convince them to join me. Another person
They aggro upon seeing you. There's no chance of that.
I don't know. 12-year-old me killed thousands of Green Army men. And I said he was unstoppable.
That monster.
You don't have to kill them. That sounds like permission.
You don't have to.
There's just so many. A lot of all of them's. A lot of none of them's. But if they're giving an amount, they're saying like 15 to 20, which is respectable.
Reasonable amount.
I'm still scrolling and there's yeah. Oh, here we go. Ian's cop out quote of the day by Kyle Grace. They commented on something else. I don't have the crayons or the patience to explain it to you. And as much as I'd like to agree with you, what's the point of us both being wrong? That was a quote, but they didn't say who it was by.
That's a good one. I like this one.
Ian forgets to tell Joe happy birthday. Someone said, get over it.
Wow.
And so I said, that's a good song by the Eagles. Ian forgets tomato is a fruit by Kyle Grace. All caps. For your pizza-based sauce, try 50-50 mix of tomato sauce and sweet Thai chili sauce. It goes great with pineapple, especially if you put bacon on the pizza too.
Ooh.
Our first quote by Kyle Grace. Best quote I heard as a toast between mates at a bar before drinking was, if it tastes like shh, you're taking two bigger licks. Oh my goodness.
I don't even know if I want a translation on that.
There was more, and then Ian goes to Noah's Ark, the Kentucky one. Kyle Grace had a paragraph. Confucius probably didn't say that short. Why is there no ham in a hamburger? Why your nose run and your feet smell?
He's hitting us with all the philosophical conundrums. This man really knows how to get us, you know what I mean?
Crazy Freebird story, our best short. Someone asked if it was the original Leonard Skinner, and yes, it was.
Yes, yes, it was.
I understand the drummer, but that poor lady didn't ask for nothing of that.
Hey, man, it was the 70s. As the song says, anything goes.
Americans complaining about road construction, then complaining about road work. What a humorous country.
I mean, I wouldn't have as many complaints if it didn't last for several months and seemed to accomplish not a whole lot in that time frame.
And then in our overhyped places, my mom commented, Joe's very smart parents pointed out he meant Wall Drug, not Deadwood. I messed that up. Oh, I'm getting to our ones I already said from our text. Let's see. Joe gets haunted by a ghost. I had a TV as a kid that would continue to play through the speakers very quietly after it was turned off. It was just a cheap TV. I'm sure it stopped as soon as you unplugged it. Okay. Okay. Tired of Taylor Swift. Debbie quoted you from episode 20, Surviving on a Deserted Island. Quote, Ian, don't need to be bringing swamp ass back into the real world with me.
I need to know the context of what I gotta go find that one later. I need to know the context of that.
You
Don't
brought
need-
dude wipes to the deserted
Oh
island.
yeah, that's right. Dude wipes.
My,
Minty fresh.
my mom said you have awesome common sense in episode 7. And then in our first video, she said, those are my boys. And Saki commented, let's go. And that is all the comments.
Yeah.
Our longest video for
Yeah?
our 100th. Yeah, we're at an hour and a minute.
Nice. Hour and a minute. That's what I'm talking about.
I can't wait to
right
not talk for the rest of the night.
Oh man.
I know we could have gone a little more in depth, but I knew we had a lot and I wanted to keep it rolling. So sorry if I cut you off.
I think we covered quite a bit. Fair. No, that's fine. I think we covered quite a fair amount of comments.
Yeah, there's only a handful I skipped. I probably could have skipped some. I didn't realize how many we had because I forgot about that one video that had like 15. But if you leave comments, I'll do my best to respond. And if they're cool enough, I'll tell Ian to.
And if they're dumb enough, I'll respond to them.
But thank you guys for the support. We've been doing this for almost a year now. I think when this video goes live, it'll be like 2 weeks after. 100 down, a lot more to go. If you have any topics that you guys want us to cover, stupid or smart, let us know down below. Become a bud today by subscribing. And thanks for BSing with us. Ian, do you have any final thoughts?
I mean, typically I make it a point of purpose and principle to not have many thoughts in a day, but I think this time I could make an exception and say that we always appreciate having you guys around, and we love reading your comments, whether they're supportive, scathing, or otherwise humorous in any way. I mean, it's the internet. We're expecting it. It's a lot of fun, but by all means, interact some more. It's really cool to talk to some of you guys and hear some of your feedback on what we do. But in the meantime,
hold on. No. Don't say the line. Don't say the line. I got one final thing. I was gonna mention
take it yet.
I was gonna say when we first started getting more of like the crabby comments, like I would take it to heart quite a bit, but over this course of a year, it's helped me roll with the punches and not take things so serious. And
there's always going to be internet trolls. I mean, internet trolls. I mean, you could show like the most perfect video in the whole world, like elements, story, construction, narrative, whatever, and there'll still be people who come in to say some goofy stuff on it just for the sake of saying it. So, yeah,
I've definitely gotten used to rolling with it, and now I've been commenting, like kind of poking fun at them a little bit as well, or like my Eagles comment.
Oh, I love that. Just got to fight fire with fire, Joe. That's what we're doing. We're fighting fire with fire.
But we'll see you next time when we continue on with episode 101 to 200.
We want to hear from you. But in the meantime, take it easy now.